tell you certain points regarding your interview which you need to keep in mind when you go for the SSB. Right? First of all, the questions at the SSB are long questions with a number of parts to it. It is important that you listen to the complete question fully and then respond to each part of the question in adequate detail. For example, in the first question, you were asked a number of things. For example, your marks achieved in various examinations that you went through, the extracurricular activities, about your friends, about your teachers, the activities at home. So you need to go into details of each and every point which the interviewing officer will ask and respond to each part in full details. See, if you don't pay attention to the question, you will find that you will miss out on what all details to give. The SSB pays attention to certain issues. First of all is your studies. In your studies, you must cover the marks you got, how much involved were you in studies, how did you organize your studies, which were the areas or which were the subjects that you liked more, which were the ones you did not like so much, where did you score higher marks, what were the reasons for that, how did you prepare your notes. All these issues can be discussed during your interview while you are describing your studies. When you talk of, let's say, your friends, do give the names of your friends, do explain what are the good qualities that you admire in a particular friend, which were the qualities you did not like, what was the reason why you did not like. Similarly, when you talk of teachers, do give out the reason as to why you liked a particular teacher and why you did not like a particular teacher, what was the reason, what were the negative points about that teacher, anything you felt bad about. You must cover all those, the pluses as well as the minuses regarding a particular teacher. Now, besides this, is the extracurricular activities is given again a lot of importance. So every little extracurricular activity you have been taking part in your school, let's say from 9th or 8th or 9th standard onwards, must cover all of that. Like for example, taking part in debates, quizzes, declamation contest. When you talk of your debate, for example, you mentioned that I took part in debate and group discussions, but you gave no idea about the topic of the debate that you took part in, or what was the group discussion about, how did you perform in that. And also, you may have held some appointments in your school and college. Maybe you were the school captain or the house captain, or you were, since you were good in games, maybe the cricket captain. So whatever appointments you held in your school, do bring out what appointment you held. How did you perform in that appointment? What was your contribution in that appointment? What initiative you took to hold that appointment, and what new things you brought about in the school? So such like activities you must explain to the interviewing officer so that your best part of your personality does emerge in the discussion. Now, a point regarding the game and sports that you play. You know, you mentioned, for example, let's say you took part in long jump and you came fourth in the long jump. You give out where. Fourth means where. Was it at the national level? Was it at the state level? Was it within the school? You know, these issues should be clarified and explained to the interviewing officer. While talking of your family, you know, you just barely mentioned that your father was in the DRDO, your mother is a professor. It will be good if you can give out a little more details, just one or two lines explaining your father, what exactly does he do, what kind of work does he do, and the point you brought out about the differences with your father that you had. What the interviewing officer is bound to ask, what are the reasons for the differences that you have. You should be able to explain clearly why you differ with your father, what are the views that you have, what are the views that your father has, and also the activities you take part in your house is a very important issue. It brings out your sense of responsibility towards your own family, as to your parents have brought you up, the family has brought you up for so long, and what are you contributing back to your family. So whatever you do at home, whichever way you help out your parents, whichever way you help out your brothers and sisters in their studies, etc., you should cover all these details in the activities you take part in the house. You're likely to be asked about your TV habits and other hobbies that you have. Please be prepared with the answers for that. What all channels you watch, what are the other extracurricular activities at home, or any other hobbies that you have. You must have those clear. Also, you're likely to be asked to compare yourself, your personality, with some other friend of yours or any other candidate. I'm sure you'll be able to compare these two aspects. If you have any problem, you can always ask me regarding that. Uh, Coming on to the kind of books that you have read, it is a good idea to systematically give out the kind of books that you have read in your school days and in your college days, which were the kind of books you were reading in your school days. You could name a few books, name the author, and also when you went on to college, what all kind of reading material have you been going through. You could go through